Hello everyone, welcome to the Link to the Past Randomizer No Logic Tournament 2024. We have a Game 3 today between Doomtap and Duden. This is our final game of Round 3 of the tournament. The winner of this race will go on in the lower bracket to play against So15 and then Krithel on the road to the lower bracket finals. So let's describe No Logic. This is a mode where the items are placed completely randomly with regard for whether you can use them in expected ways to beat the game, because this game has a lot of glitches in it, and with enough glitches you can make any game beatable. Most glitches are allowed in No Logic mode. The glitches that are not allowed are things like Underworld Exploration glitch, where you could just walk to the end of the game and nothing would matter, and like memory, like SRAM corruption and arbitrary code execution. But we're starting. We've got divergence right from the start. Duden is starting at home and going towards the water route. Doomtap is starting in the sanctuary. Duden's checking the water. It's just money out there. And Duden's also going to be just immediately clipping into the boat there. That's the setup, and then you just bounce onto the bridge, and you can get to the hobo check. Doomtap's going to be checking the woods from bottom to top, just completely skipping past the lumberjack check, because that is like one of the most inconvenient checks in No Logic. Oh, we've got flippers. Doomtap found flippers in the bonk rocks, and there's a big key in the woods. It's a big key to Thieves Town. That is an important big key, because that is one of the big keys that works as a K-state big key. Some of the times that these racers end up in dungeons, they are going to come in not by the front door of the dungeon, but by clipping in from a cave somewhere else. And then for the game to think that they have a big key in that state, they have to have one of 4 particular big keys. And Thieves Town is one of them. Yes, so in this mode, like other things about this mode, in addition to collecting the 7 crystals, you have to defeat the 7 bosses that have those crystals, which is important to specify because there are ways to collect crystals without going near the correct boss. And because of the fact that Trinex probably needs to be defeatable, and there are actually no alternate strategies for defeating Trinex, there are 2 fire rods and 2 ice rods in the pool. All other bosses that seem to require particular items can be worked around. Duden's checking the ledge and just saving and quitting. Doomtap has done the Death Mountain ascent and climbed up to Death Mountain and is immediately doing the Death Mountain descent again. We just might see duplicate fire rods or duplicate ice rods, and you just collect them both times. Okay, maps are pretty important because, you know, this is a key shuffled mode. Maps and compasses are shuffled, and the maps tell you about dungeon prizes, which is what tells you about the 7 crystals that you need. Alright. So Doomtap, death warping out of Tower of Hera. Duden taking a death and heading home. Doomtap actually wants those bombs that are on the ledge, so he's gonna clip to them. Alright, nothing of value there. Duden's coming over here to check Sahashala to get 3 items and information about one of the pendants. Pendant in Misery Mire. That can be great news for not collecting not collecting medallions. Doomtap doesn't even want that heart piece. Duden's continuing the route from Sahasrara and clipping upward to the area with the witch. And is actually not visiting that shop. I mean, why would you? No bottles. But is clipping into the water using a setup that I hadn't seen before. That's cool. Doomtap has continued the Death Mountain descent into a Houlihan. Like the most common way of getting to the Houlihan room is to scroll the pit, or is to get to the pit when you haven't scrolled the screen in the correction that makes the pit go to the right place. And it so happens that right after a Death Mountain descent is one of those situations. Duden is swimming through the graveyard and hopping into the grave without gloves. Nothing important in the back of Escape. So now Doomtap is retracing Duden's steps, doing the water route. And one thing is, neither of our runners have gone to Kakariko yet, and that's a fairly common thing to see. It's not like you're going to find your early items in logic in Kakariko. There's just items in Kakariko. There is no logic. And so you might as well save it for when you actually want to be there, such as when you have the bottle or the powder, or when you have good items for continuing on to Desert Palace. However, it still is a bunch of items, so there is something to be said for going there. Duden's getting this big key, Doomtap getting the medallion. Also, we have a bush check, it's just rupees. Doomtap setting up the water walk. Incidentally, our music packs today, we are currently listening to Doomtap's audio, who is using the Super Guitar Brothers MSU pack. And if we end up on Duden at any point, we'll be listening to Baba is MSU. Alright, here's Duden showing us Kakariko Village for the first time. As Doomtap discovers nothing important on the Zora ledge. Okay, we've got a small key to Ice Palace. Small keys are mostly inconsequential. Big key to Ganon's Tower, also a little bit inconsequential, as it turns out. Some big keys are very useful, though. And occasionally small keys are important to have also. Duden's now got more armor. There's a mushroom for Doomtap. Doomtap is not necessarily going to just go hand that to the witch. The mushroom can be an item used in a glitch setup. In particular, there is a class of mislotting glitches that need you to make sparkles on the screen. And a mushroom doesn't normally do that, but you can use a mushroom as fake powder. Alright, we've got the cape in Kakariko Well, nice to have. Doomtap's going to be showing us Mini Moldorm Cave, the true hype cave. And has some bombs left. We might be seeing a bomb juke into King's Tomb from here. There's our first bottle. It's pre-stocked with a B. Bottles are extremely useful in no logic. And also there's an ice rod. Also extremely useful. Doomtap Get just barely the bomb juke. Perfect. Okay. So the idea there is to bomb yourself to the wrong side of the door transition and cross through it in the wrong direction. And that puts you in King's Tomb. Can you actually walk out of here? Okay, cool. Hadn't seen someone not save and quit there in so long that I thought there was a reason not to. And great reason to continue on and stock up on bombs at the Lake Hylia Ferry. Alright, Duden is going to be continuing on from Kakariko into Desert. Another medallion. Now there are some fun ways that you can combo checking Desert with checking part of Thieves Town. We will not be seeing that right now because Duden doesn't have any of the items that would be required for it. So this is probably just going to be a run through Desert Palace, possibly even to the right side of it, and then possibly going on and checking more overworld locations around here. Yep. So the door to the right side of Desert Palace that has 2 items is locked, but there is this glitch called the Quadrant Glitch. So you line up on a particular pixel, and you get the BMOS to knock you across the center line of the room, and that causes the transition to go to the wrong place. And then you just kind of incorrectly wrap the screen and come over here to the right side of Desert Palace, where we cannot see what the items are. And then Duden was at a half heart so that he could take the death and continue onward. We continue to see in the overworld that diagonal walls are not barriers, they are tools for getting you where you need to go. Doomtap's filling that bottle, so we're going to see some glitch potential from Doomtap. There's multiple glitches that involve drinking a potion while you do a screen transition. One of them being called Yuzuhara's Bottle Adventure, or YBA, which you can use to make a door in the dungeon go to the wrong place, to just skip over a tile. And this is, very handy transportation around the dungeon scene. We might be seeing that in Desert Palace. Incidentally, we got started real quickly, but hi, I'm Arborelia. I'm joined on tracking by Tam, and I hope you're all having a great time with this No Logic tournament. Okay, so this door is the one that you can set up with a YBA. So Doomtap lines up in the top pixel of the door and drinks a potion at the moment that he goes through it, and now he's in Thieves Town. Duden's got 3 bombs to set up the bomb juke with to get to King's Tomb. Didn't work. Or maybe? Yeah, nope. Not enough bombs left to try again. But this is very convenient because you get to bomb the floor up here. Also, there's a convenient way back into Desert Palace from here. You just clip through that diagonal wall. And now we can see that single arrow. And that's all Doomtap wanted to accomplish here. So just hugging a BMOS to get out. Yep, this is Game 3 between Doomtap and Duden in Round 3 of the lower bracket. Alright, Duden setting up the Death Mountain Ascent. So that's just a screen wrap that gets you into the cave where the old man is without having to lift the rock. Once again, I think we have our runners retracing each other's steps. Students now in Tower of Hera for the first time. Doesn't even want the map info. There's our first sword. Of course, whenever we see a sword, we want to speculate about if there's an easy way to duplicate it. Collecting the same sword twice is a great way to get a Master Sword, and a Master Sword is something that you need. Though it's, speculated about more often than it actually happens in a race. But yeah, that one's dupable by the usual tree warp, because it's in the first room of the dungeon. Sounds like we've got multiple ways to dupe it. Or the new thing. I am excited if we see the new thing. Alright, Duden sees the blue cane up on the island, but is not going to clip in to get it. Okay, Doomtap is continuing on from the back of Escape. There is... Nope, never mind. Changed his mind. A juke in that door would take you to the Ganon exit room. But Doomtap is wrapping the screen this way to get onto the castle ledge and into Aga's tower without even having to interact with the barrier. A bit of a rare location to check. We'll see if it pays off. Nice magic refill. And a heart. Duden is continuing to explore the castle area. Uncle is not much help. Doomtap is navigating the darkness and staying alive. Oh, there's a hook shot in the castle secret passage. That's huge. Doomtap is lost. Maybe. There it is. Okay, just before death. Perfect timing. Optimal health management. Duden's gonna be continuing to explore the castle. And there's a glove in the castle. Actually, both our erasers are in the castle now. Another frequently overlooked location in No Logic, but we've got both of our erasers there. So Duden's picking up the Hyrule Castle Big Key, which would be important if our racers didn't already have the Thieves' Town Big Key. And nothing else of value besides the gloves was in the castle. Alright, Duden filling a bottle with some glitch juice. Doomtap does the yeet that sets up to get to Spectacle Rock Cave, and the reason to go to Spectacle Rock Cave is to clip into the Palace of Darkness. Seems like a pretty good time for that. There we go. So Doomtap is in the Palace of Darkness, in cave state. Oh, there's a sword there. Very nice. So when you're in cave state, you have 255 small keys. So that's very useful for opening up all the doors in the Palace of Darkness. Duden has done the YBA into Cave State Thieves' Town. So now both of them are exploring with 255 small keys and a big key. And an effect of the particular clip that Doomtap did, which is not an effect of Cave State, is all the enemies were despawned and the crystal switches. So Doomtap just gets to explore this very calm Palace of Darkness. The bridge doesn't even collapse. Got some powder. Doomtap collected a small key to the Palace of Darkness, which, you know, wouldn't matter anyway. Second bottle in the Palace of Darkness. 2 bottles is enough to accomplish a lot of things. So Duden is now outside of Thieves Town. Duden's in the fake Dark World because he came in from a Light World entrance. So he's currently on a Dark World tile, but the game considers him as supposed to be in the Light World, so if he goes over an Overworld transition, he will end up back in the Light World. But he can explore the Village of Outcasts, until that time. Doomtap with a wise chest opening order, collecting that bridge chest last so it could be used for duping if necessary. Nice hover over to the right side. And Doomtap is apparently not setting up the bomb juke that would open up the potential of going to Hookshot Cave. Instead, he's heading out the front door because he's going to fight Helmasaur. So this glitch called the Statue Drag will get you to Helmasaur King from the lobby by corrupting transitions downward from the lobby. So you start by dragging the statue and ending up in a state where you're still dragging the statue even though the statue is not with you. One way is by dragging it into the stairs like that. And then you gotta be bonked back into the stairs so you can go up the stairs and maintain the state. Push the statue with your shoulder so that the game doesn't remember where the statue is. Fix the camera. And then you bomb juke in this door, followed by dragging your non-existent statue through the south door. Duden is back in Thieves Town, and this time coming in to fight the boss. That's a whole screen wrap, and this just takes you into the back of Helmasaur King's room. Coming in via the spikes, so you need to have a little extra health. Alright, mask is off. Very helpful cape here. This fight is a lot scarier in no logic than it usually is because you're here with so few items. Duden's in the blind fight. Doomtap has won the Helmasaur King fight. Both of them finishing their fights. Duden collects the first crystal by a couple of seconds. Duden collects the crystal of Thieves Town as Doomtap collects the crystal of Palace of Darkness. Now Doomtap's going back into the Palace of Darkness. So we might be seeing the route continue onward to Hookshot Cave. Or maybe just collecting some loose end chests. Such is the Cane of Samaria. We've got the Glitch Cane. And that's all. Great reason to go back in, though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're thinking about go mode the moment the fire rod shows up. Duden using the hookshot to do Hera Pop and get to the top of Tower of Hera. Tower of Hera is a nice, quick dungeon to complete, and it's also, if you need to collect crystals from the wrong dungeons, it is the popular wrong dungeon to collect them from. There are a lot of paths into Hera. Doomtap setting up a timing, a bomb timer on the YBA. Instead of having to watch the sparkles of the sword carefully, he's watching the flashing of the bomb to tell when he's on the top pixel, and there we go. So now Doomtap is in Thieves Town. Doomtap's gonna have a much quicker time of Thieves Town because of the fact that he already bombed the floor. And there's Duden collecting the second crystal from the Tower of Hera. Hook shot. Was it in Nega's Tower? No. Kane was in the Palace of Darkness, big key chest. Ah, yes. Now Doomtap has the hook shot. Duden's turn to head to the Palace of Darkness. Oh, Doom has let the door shut behind him, so he'll be able to defeat Blind, but he can't leave now. So yeah, that brings an abrupt end to that route. So Doomtap's now got his second sword, and Duden's got the glitch cane. But yeah, when you defeat a boss in Cave State, one of the things it can drop is a glitched compass, and I don't remember what happens if you pick up the glitched compass, but I'm pretty sure you shouldn't. It's a little disappointing to see the Master Sword, just because it makes sword dupes so much less likely. Alright, 2 crystals for each of our racers. Duden has bombed the fairy door that can be turned into a path to Hookshot Cave. Particularly relevant because Duden is here with a hookshot. Yeah, it's a room you don't see much in Rando, but you see it in No Logic. Because that door points in a useful direction, and not for the reason of fairies. Doomtap trying a little bit to get onto the island with the blue cane. Oof. Duden missing the hammer yump. Yeah, it's a lot of effort to get the blue cane. And there's Duden collecting a second bottle. Doomtap heading to the Paradox Cave shop to restock on bombs and maybe a potion. Welcome, raiders. Thank you for the raid. Welcome to this no logic race. It's a game 3 between Doomtap and Duden. It's been a pretty even race so far. Doomtap picking up the bow in Paradox Cave. And Duden's running out the front door. It is time to set up to fight Helmasaur King. So once again, we're going to see the statue drag glitch. I'm not sure what Doomtap was setting up there. Yep, this is a fire rod hunt. Our runners have everything else they need. And there are 2 fire rods. Doomtap doing the last couple of stages of the statue drag. Oh, that was a powder index setting. Nice, so we're going to be seeing some hook pushing or some overworld conveyoring or something. We also got a crystal check showing that Thieves Town, which we knew, and Ice Palace, which we didn't know, are crystals. Right, Doomtap is exploring the Dark World as a bunny. So this is the Citrus clip. It's a series of one-frame movements that gets you through this diagonal ledge and lets you descend Dark Death Mountain as a bunny. Select buffering makes the one-frame movements much easier. And Duden has defeated Helmasaur King. We're seeing another Citrus clip, a much longer one. And I don't know why. That's just 10 bombs up there. What? I guess there's more. Oh! I'm clipping back down in link state. Neat. Oh, that's good. Because collecting an item and then grabbing something gives you full link state instead of being a bunny. So Doomtap will lose link state when he goes inside and back outside. So he's just exploring everything he can do outdoors before choosing a place to go indoors. So Duden is going back up to the top of the Tower of Hera, which implies to me we might be seeing a clip into Swamp Palace. And this is the clip into Swamp Palace that we're seeing. So that allows opening the Swamp Palace doors from the front, or from the middle. And, also some extra item checks along the way. Alright, seeing Hype Cave here. See if it is actually hype. There's a shovel. A lamp. A lamp is very hype. Lamp is the easiest index setting item. It's not the fire rod, but a lamp alone is hype. Duden is back in Swamp Palace, in the Swamp Palace state this time. Doing the clip to skip the hammer. So, I think what Doomtap's plan here is, now that he opened up the entrance to Thieves Town in Link State, you can go back in there and revive in Link State and collect the prize of Thieves Town. But he needs to take a lot of damage. Oh, or Skullwoods would be another place to go. You've got a left side swamp check. Something you don't see that much in No Logic, but this is a fire rod hunt. You want to do all the checks that you can along the way. Big Kiyamire. There's a book in left side swamp. It gets you 2 checks. Oh, I enjoy that statement about both fire rods being on left side swamp again, which they weren't, but it's great to hear that it's happened once. Doomtap setting up a hook push. So we see the hookshot get stuck. That's part of the glitch state, the mis-slotting that makes the hook push work. And so the nice thing about this is you just push through that wall and you get to the last section of Skullwoods without the fire rod. Duden continues to full clear Swamp Palace. We're seeing another hook shot setup, or another hook push setup. As a speedier way to get to the end. Oh, as a way to get past the door. Right. Looks like the setup didn't work. Duden has taken down Argus and collects a 4th crystal. Duden has a significant crystal lead. There's the hook push. Alright, Duden's seeing if the book pays off. It doesn't yet. And Doomtap has to do this room the slow way. Duden running around on the bluffs of the desert, getting into Checkerboard Cave, where there's just bombs. You know, for all of the out-of-the-way checks that we're seeing our racers do, I'm surprised that nobody's gone to Ganon's Tower yet. Was that the other ice rod? Great. But Doomtap's collected the 3rd crystal. Yeah, the SpeedGaming restream somehow makes the fire rod and ice rod look almost the same color. Fire rod! Oh! Oh, it's the fire rod! Oh my gosh! Yeah, so Doomtap's in go mode. That changes everything. Alright, let's look at how these various dungeons are going to be completed. Eastern Palace, the Cane of Samaria is a slow way to open up the big key door. We might be seeing that. Also, we haven't even seen these checks. Desert Palace, a spin YBA gets you to the boss without the big key. Swamp Palace, we've already seen Duden do. Thieves Town, you just get into in Cave State. Doomtap's done most of that already, I believe. Ice Palace requires a YBA at the bottom to skip the boss. And then either a Flipper's Wrap or a YBA to get in. So Duden is stocking up on blue potions. One use of a blue potion is a fake flute. When you drink a blue potion while doing an overworld screen transition, you get a flute effect. If you do this in the dark world, then you land in the fake light world and can screen transition to elsewhere in the dark world. Doomtap. Okay. Yeah, never mind about the slow way of deleting the big key door. Doomtap has hook pushing, and just does the quickest hook push to immediately get to the end of Eastern Palace. Which is one of the pendants, as it turns out. Duden's setting up an index, waiting for those sparkles before saving and quitting. Doomtap heading back to the potion shop. I don't think either of our racers know the 5 or 6 crystals. Okay, Duden is hopping into Kakariko Well with blue potions. So this is not a fake flute, this is Ice Palace. I think. Yeah. So not using up one of the potions to get to Ice Palace, instead setting up a hook push. Doomtap is finishing up Desert Palace. So, no big key. But a spin YBA gets to the boss room. And the safe way to do it is to go all the way forward here, load this tile. Oh, yeah, never mind the spin YBA. Hook pushing solves all problems. Yep, Duden is now in Carpet Palace, having entered Ice Palace in Cave State. Don't collect the key. Okay, good. Oh, that looked like the start of a hook push, and then you just went a short distance into the wall. So, Duden following the Ice Palace glitched route. Looking for a bomb. And, yep. No need to revisit the Penguin Room, just continuing onward with Icebreaker. Doomtap collects crystal number 5 in Desert Palace. Yes. That was hook pushing past the big door. Does this mean Turtle Rock is a pendant? So Fire Rod wasn't even needed? Alright. Yeah, this will be a quick seed. Alright, Duden's in the bottom floor of Ice Palace here. Needs to do a YBA in that door to get to the boss room without the hammer. blue potion is kind of the most reliable form of the YBA here. You can see it worked because the item box pops up, or the message box pops up. And here's Cold Stare. Doomtap is also setting up for Ice Palace. Looks like... No. Okay. So we're just probably going to see very similar things from Doomtap here. Duden still needs to defeat Cold Stare. Doomtap's never planning to use that door, so doesn't even open it. Duden collects crystal number 5 in Ice Palace. So we are currently at 5 crystals... No. 5 crystals to 4. Duden could be ahead, but Doomtap is the one who seems to be more in go mode. It really depends whether someone puts together the information about where all the crystals are. Duden is doing the Stairmaster glitch, drinking a bottle while going up those stairs to cause them to end up in Eastern Palace, in Cave State. We're going to see some items on the way out of Eastern Palace that Doomtap didn't collect. Like the hammer. That's kind of huge. Doomtap's done the YBA and does the Tam Slam to make sure that he lands in the hole. Pretty sure that's the name of that setup. And is in the Cold Stare fight. Duden is still looking for items. Duden does not have the Turtle Rock info and is still looking for a Fire Rod. Alright, Duden now has all the medallions for what that's worth, which is not much. Doomtap has 5 crystals, and it's, same number of crystals on each side, but it seems like a significant lead for Doomtap now. Duden is not even hook pushing through Eastern Palace. That's true, right, yeah, Duden does need a fire source at some point. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Yeah, I've been forgetting about the lack of lamp, which, also makes hook pushing a lot less reasonable. Okay, Doomtap is I think this is the hook push to Laser Bridge. There it is. Doomtap not even checking the chests. It's just here on a mission to defeat Trinex and hope to get the last crystal. Trinex will not have the last crystal, Trinex has a pendant, but Doomtap doesn't know that. And there's Duden collecting a pendant. This is a particularly fun hook push because of the very long distance that it sends you. Oh, never mind, we're seeing a different variation of it. Seeing like a quadrant setup. Okay, neat. Not familiar with that setup, but neat. Oh, well, missed a fire rod shot out of magic, but that's what blue bottles are for, besides glitches. Imagine using a potion for its intended purpose. And that is the end of Trinex, and Doomtap's about to get the bad news. Duden's here to restock on bombs. So Doomtap now knows that he just needs to get the Swamp Palace Crystal and defeat Argus, in some order. But I think right now he's setting up to go to Aga 2, which is a thing that also needs to be done at some point. This is a quadrant glitch setup. And we usually see this at the end, because of the fact that, you know, defeating Aga 2 takes you directly to the Ganon hole. But I enjoy the speculation that we might be seeing Ganon Pot later, going in a pot in Hyrule Castle to get to Ganon instead. Duden's back in the Dark World doing the Citrus Clip, which is promising. It probably means that he's heading to Skull Woods. And when he defeats the Moth, he will be in Go mode. Alright, Doomtap saves and quits from the pyramid. Let's see what his plan is for Swamp Palace. Involves a red potion. Duden's still looking for items. I think Duden's gonna be so mad to find out where the fire rod is. I think I missed what Doomtap did. Oh wow, yeah, so we're gonna see a plan for collecting the swamp crystal that is not going to work. Duden is setting up the hook push. There's the death hole. So this is a great way to get from desert to swamp, particularly when you don't have the desert crystal yet and can collect it. Wait, I'm not following actually what the issue is. I'm sure we'll see it, but because this wouldn't get you the swamp crystal. This is a way to defeat Argus. Alright, so Argus is down, and now Doomtap needs to collect the swamp crystal, which involves going in the front of swamp and getting to any boss room. Duden has just done the YBA, a spin YBA it looks like, to get to the back of Skull Woods. Everything is fine, just the graphics are ruined. And here's the moth fight. Spikes are going to be a little harder to see than usual. Oh, no, never mind. The spikes look fine. Yeah, so now Doomtap needs a path into Swamp and is doing the clip from Hera. Okay, it was a Samaria transition corruption, not a spin YBA. Got it. Alright, yeah, this is a close race now, because Doomtap still has some work to do to collect the Swamp Crystal. Duden just needs to defeat Aga 2 and fight Ganon. Oh, and clear Desert Palace, actually. Never mind. Oh yeah, and Doom doesn't have the Thieves' Town crystal. Completely lost track of that. Alright, yeah, it is hard to keep track of what our racers have left to do. Right. Doomtap defeated Blind, but couldn't collect the prize because of the door shutting. But yeah, Duden got that fire rod from the moth. And again, probably a pretty upsetting location to find it, except for the fact that it's a joyous location to find it because Duden's in go mode. So that is crystal number 7 for Duden. Swapping over to Duden's audio with Baba is MSU. Oh, yeah. So apparently Doomtap messed up the route in Swamp and now needs to pull the dam. So that dam stays pulled until he does an overworld transition, and he won't be doing an overworld transition. Instead, he's going to be screen wrapping to Hera. And now we get to see what Duden's plan for getting to Aga 2 is. Yeah, so Doomtap needs to get back into Swamp Palace via Hera. Duden is setting up a hook push in the dark in the cave where the old man lives. This is a hook push to to Turtle Rock, as I understand it, and Turtle Rock has various routes to Aga 2. Looks like it... Oh, that was... Was that just index setting again? Looks like he started on some plan and didn't work out and ended up index setting for a hook push or a conveyor or something. This is the clip into Ganon's tower. Okay. Meanwhile, Doomtap has gotten back to the middle of Swamp, does the YBA to get back into Hera. And when Doomtap gets to the boss room here, He will collect the crystal. This is still close. Yes, Doom still needs to get back to Thieves Town and collect the prize. Duden needs to get to Aga too. Presumably Duden's not going all the way up the tower, and there's some kind of clip that will skip most of it. We'll see what that clip is. Doom setting up a hook push to somewhere. Wait, did Doom collect the crystal? Very relevant. It's a very relevant question right now. Alright, so I think Doom has lost track, and that is unfortunate for him. I will not die. Doomtap? Doomtap? That sign won't stop Doomtap because he can't read. Alright, Duden has defeated Aga 2. Duden's trying to set up the clip out of bounds. Just make the transition faster. Didn't happen. A little less swag there. But Duden is ready to actually fight Ganon. Wax in ears. Yep, nope. This is a wax in ears moment. I think Doomtap has figured it out. And here's the actual Ganon fight. Yeah, so Doomtap's got to get back to Thieves Town. And I feel like we could have had a much closer race with the situations that the racers were in. Duden getting the nice setup where he can just sword spin Ganon from inside the circle of bats. Oh. Alright. Duden's on phase 4 of Ganon. Needs to do 24 more sword spins for Silverless Master Sword Ganon. Doomtap collects crystal number 7. Duden's having to be a little careful with magic usage, having only the Fire Rod and 1 bar of magic. I don't know if he's got potions, probably. Yep, there's that blue potion, everything is fine. And Doomtap is back at Ganon, as Duden gets the final sword spin. GG. That race had some twists and turns, and Duden has come out the winner. In hour 21, Duden will be advancing to round 4 of the lower bracket to face So 15 next. Hello, Duden. Congratulations.
Oh, hello, thanks.
So, that race had some twists and turns to it.
I believe you, yeah. Oh god.
Like, Doomtap was in go mode for a lot longer, having found, for one thing, the lamp in Hype Cave.
Oh
And-
no.
Yep, great place to find the lamp, and then that bringing him to Mothula much earlier. But
I see.
the twist at the end is Doomtap forgot that he hadn't collected the Thieves' Town crystal.
Oh no! He went there via desert.
Mm-hmm. And
What
he
did you do? Oh no.
missed the LSD blind glitch and got locked in the room and decided to collect the crystal later, and then later turned into much later as he fought an invincible Ganon.
Oh no. Yeah, that's so unfortunate. Oh no.
Hey, Doomtap.
Hey, GG.
What a game.
GG.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. So the reason I made that mistake was, well, part of it is initially when I went to Skullwoods, I was going to go to Thieves Town first and collect the crystal, and then I thought I should go to Skullwoods first because I can beat it and I can get some more information because I didn't know any of the pendants at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was intended on going back clearly, and I just didn't do that.
Yeah.
And aside from that, it was almost accidental that I found the lamp because my purpose of going down there was to check the red crystals, which I'd already collected them both, but didn't check in my menu.
Oh.
So I found the lamp accidentally.
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't have went there otherwise.
Yeah, and
Actually, my go mode was the Fire Rod on Mothula.
Mhm.
Yeah, it
Because
was
I
for me
hadn't
too.
have a... Yeah, I hadn't have a fire source since then.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that Fire Rod on Mothula put you in go mode a lot earlier, so the routing, worked out, technically.
I guess the lamp was my go mode, but I didn't know it because I didn't know what Turtle Rock was.
Hmm.
Aside from that, I really messed up Swamp. That was embarrassing too. Uh, I had to go buy some potions and like upgrades and try to figure out what I was supposed to do. And then I realized it was dumb for me to save and quit. I did a lot of bad things. I saved and quit after I spent the key, which I could have just reset my console. And then I couldn't figure
Oh,
out what
no.
to do after for like a few minutes. Even though there's a key in any room beside me.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
sometimes one mistake just threw it all over.
Yeah, I
I know
lose
that.
focus pretty quickly if it's not obvious. I'm a little bit rattle-brained.
Yeah, I feel that.
yeah.
Totally.
There is a lot to keep track of in No Logic as you're trying to put together your plan for how you're actually going to finish the game. But
Yeah,
yeah, that made for a very exciting race full of plot twists.
I felt like earlier on, I felt like I was a little slow, collecting, probably checking too many things, and I feel like I found the Master Sword and the hook shot in a probably much later than Duden did, and I didn't feel good about that because I didn't do hook shot cave, and I could have done a bunch of other stuff. I didn't feel like hovering everywhere, so I just opted to finish Palace of Darkness and not explore.
Hmm. Yeah, Pam has a question for you. Why no dupe? We're all very disappointed to not see that sword being duplicated.
I
You have
thought
a
I had.
sword?
Pardon?
Which one?
Yeah, the Hera one.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was worth the time because of my health, and I don't know if I had the blue mail then or not.
Yeah, probably.
And like, I usually don't care if just the Master Sword's fine.
Hmm.
Yeah. If it's not Go mode, I usually don't dupe swords anyway.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
and
Just
yeah, the sword
chat
wasn't my
rooting for
problem in
sword
the
duping.
steed. It was just
All right. All right, that was a great race. Congratulations to Duden
Thank
for
you.
advancing to round 4. Thank you to Tam for tracking. Any other thoughts?
no,
Yeah,
just thank you for the restream and thanks to Malmo and everybody for holding the tournament and all the volunteers and all of that happy stuff.
yeah.
Yep.
And also, thank you for racing. It was a
Yeah,
lot of fun.
thanks.
Great. Thank you, racers. Our next race that's scheduled in this tournament is tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, Chex Human versus Skelly Game 1. All right. Have a good day, everyone.